Why are there no bears in Africa? Modern bears arose from animals called dog bears, which originated in North America tens of millions of years ago. Eventually, they evolved into the 8 extant bear species that are living across 4 continents of the world. Clearly, bears are very adaptable animals, but why are none of them found in Africa? This is WildCiencias, and today we will tell you the story of the Atlas bear, the only bear species that lived in Africa. Before we start, consider subscribing to our channel and clicking the notification bell so you're the first one to see our new videos. The origin of bears. Before we talk about the enigmatic bear that used to live in Africa as recently as the 19th century, we have to start from the very beginning. All bears belong to the family Ursidae. It's considered to be one of the youngest carnivore families in the world, arising 38 million years ago in North America. The first genus that's considered to be a bear is called Parictus, and there are 8 known species. All of them were much smaller than modern bears and were more reminiscent of dogs than actual bears. Their skulls were just 3 inches, 7.6 centimeters long, and these species were likely omnivorous, eating a plant-based diet in addition to preying on smaller animals. Over 10 million years later, during the Miocene, the first species belonging to the Parictus genus migrated to Eurasia. There, they slowly evolved into the family Hemisionii, which is considered to be a subfamily of Ursidae. Species of this family lived all around the world, including North America, Europe, and Asia. The most known genus of this subfamily is Hemision, which roughly translates to half-dog or dog bear. As the name suggests, these carnivores were still more similar to dogs than to bears, but they were much larger than their ancestors. For example, a species called Hemision sansaniensis stood about 2.9 feet, 90 centimeters tall at shoulder height, was 7.5 feet long, 2.3 meters, and weighed from 143 to 352 pounds, 65 to 160 kilograms. Most interestingly, all such species walked on their toes instead of their soles, as modern bears do. Also, unlike most bear species today, all dog bears were incredibly carnivorous and didn't supplement their diet with fruits or other plant-based food. Throughout millions of years, these dog bears evolved into the genus Ursavis, which contains some of the first species of animals that are unanimously considered bears by modern scientists. Just like their predecessors, these animals lived across several continents, including North America, Europe, and Asia, where they evolved into the different bear species that we know today. Bear species today. Today, there are 8 extant bear species, each featuring unique characteristics that result from evolutionary adaptations to different habitats. For example, the sun bear is found in countries located in Southeast Asia. It's the smallest bear species, standing 28 inches, 71 centimeters tall at shoulder height, and weighing from 55 to 140 pounds, 25 to 65 kilograms. Unlike slimmer ancestors, this bear has a stocky build, muscular forelimbs, and large claws, which are perfect for climbing trees in tropical forests. In fact, the sun bear spends the most time in trees out of all bear species today. Another bear species that live in the same habitat is the Asian black bear, which is much larger than its close relative sun bear. Its height at the shoulder ranges from 28 to 39 inches, 71 to 99 centimeters, and its weight from 130 to 440 pounds, 60 to 200 kilograms. It sustains itself on an herbivorous diet, including fruits, seeds, nuts, and mushrooms, but it doesn't have a specialized jaw for eating only plant material like another bear species in Asia, the giant panda. This species is endemic to China, where they live in bamboo forests at high altitudes. Their height at the shoulder ranges from 28 to 35 inches, 71 to 88 centimeters, and their weight from 190 to 275 pounds, 86 to 125 kilograms. These bears have a very distinct appearance, featuring black and white fur. They're also the only bear species that are specialized for eating plants, as their jaw is shaped differently and their molars have a ridged surface for crushing plant material. Moving west, we find the sloth bear, which is endemic to the Indian subcontinent. It's found in countries like India, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. Unlike other bear species, sloth bears have shaggy, thick black fur, and their long hair often covers their eyes. This bear is medium-sized, standing from 24 to 36 inches, 61 to 91 centimeters tall at shoulder height, and weighing from 200 to 300 pounds, 90 to 136 kilograms. Exploring Eurasia, we find the brown bear, which is one of the largest extant bear species. There are over 15 brown bear subspecies, including the grizzly bear in North America and the Tibetan blue bear in the Himalayas. However, the most abundant subspecies is the Eurasian brown bear, which weighs up to 1,000 pounds, 453 kilograms, and stands 5 feet, 1.5 meters tall, at shoulder height. Flying over the Atlantic Ocean to North America, we find the American black bear, which is the most widely distributed bear species in North America. It's found in Canada, the United States, and Mexico. This species is medium-sized, standing from 28 to 41 inches, 71 to 104 centimeters tall at shoulder height, and weighing from 200 to 600 pounds, 90 to 272 kilograms. Its fur is black, but some subspecies may have a brown or even white-colored coat. Moving south, we find the Andean bear, which is the only bear species found in South America, standing 24 to 36 inches, 61 to 91 centimeters tall at shoulder height, and weighing from 150 to 350 pounds, 68 to 158 kilograms. Finally, going all the way north to the Arctic Circle, we find the polar bear, which is the largest extant land carnivore, with males weighing from 770 to over 1,300 pounds, 350 to 590 kilograms. Their coat color is white, which helps them blend in with their snowy surroundings, and they have large paws that act like paddles, helping them swim long distances. So there are bear species in nearly every single continent of the world, and even in the Arctic region. But what about Africa? Atlas bear. The Atlas bear was a subspecies of the brown bear that was endemic to North Africa as recently as the 19th century. It was named after the Atlas Mountains that it inhabited, spanning countries like Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. In size, it was comparable to Eurasian brown bears, with males weighing up to 1,000 pounds, 450 kilograms. The main difference was its build. The Atlas bear was about 9 feet, 2.7 meters long, which is much longer than average Eurasian brown bears that range from 5.5 to 6.9 feet, 1.7 to 2.1 meters in length. Additionally, the Atlas bear was primarily herbivorous and sustained itself on nuts, acorns, and various roots. That said, scientists argue that when the opportunity arose, this bear preyed on smaller herbivores in its habitat. While the Atlas bear is considered to be a subspecies of a brown bear, the newest research analyzed the fossils of Atlas bears and found surprising results. Apparently, these bears belong to 2 separate lineages. One of those is the exact same lineage as the Cantabrian brown bears belong to, which are subspecies living in the Iberian Peninsula. The other lineage is very distant from all other brown bear subspecies, and is much closer to the polar bear lineage. But why did it go extinct? The main culprit of that was the Roman Empire. As it conquered North African land, it started using its natural resources, including local fauna. Romans used wild beasts like lions, elephants, rhinos, and Atlas bears for their entertainment. Gladiators often had to fight such beasts in amphitheaters. In the following centuries, Atlas bears were also hunted for meat and fur. It eventually led to overhunting, and the last recorded Atlas bear was killed in 1870 in northern Morocco. Now you know why there are no bears in Africa. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and suggestions for future videos in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to this channel and check out my previous videos. Until next time.